everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making GB in the house. GB is a Liberian traditional food from Nimba County. So today we're going to be making GB. Let me introduce you to my ingredients. Okay guys, so for our GB today, we're going to be using some dry fish. And in here we have 3 different kinds of dry fish. We're going to be using goat meat. We're going to be goat intestines. We're going to be using some crabs, some prawns. This is pepper, bitter balls, and kitty. I've already boiled this. I'm going to mash them later on with the granite for the soup. And this is some fresh pepper I'm just going to drop into the soup. So here, this is our spice for the GB. We're going to be using, this is bender seeds, sesame seeds. This is GB spice. It's a spice I bought from the market in Liberia. I don't really know how it's called. This is Jaxa. I don't know how we call it in Liberia as well. And this is African nutmeg. It's all spices for GB. And then we have some granite paste here. And this is our seasoning salt for the soup today. So, and today here we have the wallow for the GB, the star of the soup. We use this to make the GB soup slimy. So I've been preheating my pot. Normally I like the pot to be very hot because it takes time to get hot before adding my things in. So that's the goat meat. These are the intestines of the goat. This is our dry fish. The dry fish is strong, so I'm going to add it early so that it softens a bit. And then our seasoning sauce. Normally whilst cooking GB, I don't add onions, garlic, or ginger to it because GB is a traditional Liberian food, so I don't add any of those to it. I normally use the country spices I showed you there. So this is our seasoning salt for the day. And I'm going to be adding some water to it to bring it to a boil. So I've been adding like 2 cups of water to it to allow it to simmer down for about 20 minutes before coming back. Guys, while our soup is boiling, I'm going to be doing my banana seeds. I'm going to pash the banana seeds. I'm going to be pashing my banana seeds with my Jaxa and African nutmeg. I'm going to do this until it's well pashed, but I do it in my fingers so you can see. So it's going to be brown. I'm going to get a golden brown color from this. Stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, so our soup has been boiling and it's ready. All our meat and fish is ready and it's well seasoned. And I'm going to start making the soup now, but before then I'm going to add my crabs and my prawns to it. And whilst I prepare the rest of my stuff for the soup, I'll let it just boil for like 10 minutes. Because after every other ingredient going into the soup is already ready, so I'm just going to let this boil down for a couple of minutes and then cover it. As you can see here, my banana seed is well pashed, it's brown. This is what I want. You can see from here, it's ready. So I'm just going to be blending this and then I will show you how I'm going to be adding this to the soup. So my banana seed is pashed, it's ready. So I'm going to be blending this in a dry blender to get a powder out of it. So I'm not going to be using all this banana seed for the soup, it's too much. But because of the spice I added to it, so I'm just going to blend all and I can save some for later for a little on. Back home, we normally beat this in a mortar, but I don't have one, so that's still an easier way for me, is the blender. So my Benesi is ready. This is what it looks like. I'm going to be adding portion of the Benesi to my pepper and bitter balls, and I'm going to use I'm not going to blend it. I don't want to blend it because if I blend it, it comes to turn up like a puree, and I don't want that. I'm going to use something to mash it with part of the Benesi and the granite before adding it to my soup. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm going to be using the bottom of my blender to mash this. I don't want to use blender. I prefer using this. Those of us from Liberia, we know. When you're doing traditional food, you do it the traditional way. So I didn't use all the Benesi. As you can see, I still have some in the cup, in the blender. I just used the granite paste to add to it. If I was back home, I would have a mortar to use, but I don't have one, so that's why I'm using this method. Yep, this is just what I'm looking for. This is just what I want. So I'm going to be adding this to the soup and let it boil down for the next 10 minutes. And then our soup will be ready. We'll be adding our wolof to it to give it a slimy. Okay. As you can see for yourself now. I'm going to be adding the stuff to it, to my pot. This is the Benesi, the granite paste, the bitter balls, kitty and pepper mix. This is what I'm adding to the pot now. I'm going to mix this. Give this a very good mix. Oops. Oh wow. This stuff just split on my clothes. So I'm going to be adding my spice to it. The spice I told you for the GB soup. I don't know the name of this, but it's a country spice. I got it from Liberia. You know, you just ask all the women selling GB, see what all the different spice you can use, right? Somewhere I got there. So We're just gonna allow this to boil down for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be adding our wolof to the soup. And our soup will be ready. We'll be having this with, normally we're supposed to have this with cassava, with gengba, the main thing, but I don't have it, and so I'm going to be using normal fufu for the soup. Stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, so our GB soup is almost ready. It's well seasoned. I'm going to be turning off the heat now and let it cool down for about 3 to 5 minutes before adding the wolof in it. But it's ready now. It's good to go. It's just left with the wolof. I've done my fufu already. I'm going to be showing you guys how I did my fufu from scratch with cassava, but I'll show you in my next video. Okay, guys, so our soup has cooled down a bit. I'm going to be adding my wolof to it now. I will be doing it a little by little to get what I want. I'm sifting it because I blended the wolof by myself, so it still has some seeds in it. I'm going to mix this well. Wow. The aroma in here ain't for children. Hey, you'll be there. I'm going to be adding a little bit more water and let it and cover it for about 2 minutes. Okay. You're not just going to be adding too much, then the soup just become wolof soup instead of GB soup, so it's okay. What I've added is okay for now. It's good to go. Because, wow, you can see. You can see for yourself. It's okay. So we're going to cover it for 2 minutes, and then I'll be plating this and show you. So our GB soup is ready. I'm adding a bit of goat leg, crawfish, dry fish. So wait, Our GB is ready. You can see I don't have the real GB, so I'm using cassava fufu for it. It's even the same cassava we're supposed to use, but normally in Africa what we do, boil the cassava and pound it very hard. You don't eat? This is so nice. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Hey, big boy. Don't forget to subscribe, like,